So Xiaomi invest in 𝗬𝗵 and 𝗬𝗵 invest in Amazfit. So basically, this is the Xiaomi 𝗬𝗵 Amazfit Smartwatch 2, Amazfit Pace 2, or maybe the Stratos. They don't know how to call it themselves yet. I don't know it as well, but what I do know is that this is the successor of the highly famous Amazfit Pace 2. Yet it still has some downsides, and I would like to share everything with you in this video. This is the Xiaomi Amazfit Stratos, which is more expensive than its predecessor. It's still in Chinese, the screen is not vivid, notifications can only be read but not replied, and it doesn't come with Android Wear. On top, the battery life is shorter than its predecessor, yet I do like it. As always, before we jump right into the review, I would like to share with you that the Xiaomi 𝗬𝗵 Amazfit Smartwatch 2 is not as cheap as the original anymore. Right now the price is nearly doubled, but make sure you check the link in the video's description to see the current price, and there might be a coupon next to that like button and that red subscribe button, and if you leave a reply I would highly appreciate it. This Amazfit Sports Smartwatch 2 comes in the same box and style as all the others, white with only their logo on the front. On the rear we have some specifications in Chinese listed, but let's open the box. Inside we finally have this beautiful looking watch, and I'm pretty sure that for now it is still in Chinese. The app will be in English, but with the software update later on, just like with the Pace, it will change back to English. The watch itself looks pretty and sportish at the same time, but let's put it aside for a moment. Below the watch we have the usual manual, which is in Chinese. There's some straightforward information presented with icons. Then we have the USB charging station. Everything is pretty straightforward as expected. Let's remove the screen protector from the screen, and I will link a good one in the video's description. And let's turn on the watch for the very first time. The black bar at the bottom that you see is for all kind of sensors. The Amazfit watch feels similar to the Amazfit Pace and has many other similarities. It's made out of ceramic with a mix of carbon fiber. On the rear we have the heart rate sensor, the charging pins, and we also see that the straps are removable or replaceable, in case you want to have something more different. The straps are made out of rubber or a nice TPU material. On the front we have a 1.3-inch Transflective display, meaning that the brighter the light source is, the brighter the screen will be without using any more power. This makes the watch very special. But also you need to keep in mind that this might be a downside because the colors are less accurate. There is a backlight which you can set yourself luckily, but this will decrease the battery life substantially. This Smartwatch 2 from Amazfit is full of features such as a pedometer, an accelerometer and an infrared sensor, meaning it can track swimming, walking, running, sleeping and a lot more. You can basically dive with it because it's water resistant up to 50 meters, but more on that all later. The Xiaomi Amazfit Stratos can be used with and without an application, but in order to track all the results, I advise you to download the Xiaomi Mi Fit app, or maybe right away the Xiaomi Amazfit app. And I will leave a link in the description because the one from the Google Play Store is not updated to connect with the Stratos smartwatch yet. The application itself will be in English with here and there some Chinese settings, but the Amazfit Stratos watch is still in Chinese, which is something you have to consider. But it's quite self-explanatory with the provided icons, and with the correct watch face you won't have any Chinese visible on the homepage. Because the Amazfit app is in English, a lot of settings can be adjusted and pushed via the app. It's easy to modify the notifications management, for example, and set rules for each app. The Amazfit Stratos makes sure that the watch vibrates when somebody calls you, incoming notifications and more. Notifications can be read, but it's not possible to reply to any kind of notification, which is another downside that you need to know of. Regarding the features for this smartwatch, it comes with the basic features such as counting how many steps you did throughout the day, how many floors you've walked, the amount of calories you have burned, monitoring your heart rate, and also track your sleep. If it's possible to wear it while you're sleeping, because this is a beast and it's huge. It's very useful if you want to figure out why and how you got so tired or why you feel so good. Everything is nicely presented and it's easy to scroll through the days. Another feature what I do like is that the music can be stored on the Xiaomi Amazfit Stratos, and that you can also connect via Bluetooth some headphones in case you want to go out for some running and you don't want to bring your phone. Uploading the music to the phone is easy with the Xiaomi Amazfit application via the file manager found inside the app. The GPS looks very accurate. It measures very well where I've been going, the turns I've made and the speed. The color of the line indicates the heart rate, green meaning my heart rate was low, red is high, and if we swipe right, I'm very impressed by the amount of information available to help you analyze and where to improve on. There's also a large amount of graphs, including speed graph, heart rate and cadence. It's very impressive, incredibly useful for sport fanatics, and that's something I cannot deny. The battery inside this smartwatch is only 280 mAh, which is enough to use the watch for like 4 or 5 days with many notifications and some music on. If you're a sports fanatic, you have continuous heart rate monitoring on and you use a GPS on a daily basis, I've managed to get approximately 3 to 4 days of usage. Charging the watch takes around 1.5 hours. I didn't explain the physical buttons on the device yet, and that's because they are for a reason. The display does not work on the water, and if you're diving, swimming or around water, physical buttons are basically needed. The Xiaomi Amazfit Stratos 2, the Sportswatch 2 or the Pace 2 is more expensive than its predecessor. It's still in Chinese, the screen is not vivid but transflective, notifications can be read but not replied, it doesn't come with Android Wear, and the battery life is shorter than the Pace. Yet, I do like it. The price is always a bit higher at the introduction stage, and Amazfit has a really good track record of changing the language to English later on. The Transflective display is great for outdoors. Full notifications can be read instead of only partial. Also, the watch is now 50 meters waterproof and comes with more features. So in the end, you need to make a decision for yourself. Am I a health fanatic? Am I a sports fanatic? Which design do I like more? Can I spend the extra few dollars? And what kind of features and watch is more important to me? Else, what I advise you is to check out the Amazfit bib. So this was the review of the Xiaomi Amazfit Smartwatch 2, Pace 2 or Stratos. I don't know what you want to pick or decide on, but what I do know is that down in the description below you'll find a link to the page where you can purchase it. All the specifications are down there, also the screen protector, and all the specifications are listed too. You know what to do at the end of the video? Give it a big like, subscribe if you haven't already, and then I really hope to see you with the next video.